And I know that 9 o'clock is not the typical time in which you would call a news conference, particularly on the last day of class. But today is a day in which we have some news to share that I think is pretty exciting. And before we go any farther, I want to take this opportunity to thank the members of the media for all that you do each week to tell the stories of our students. You're here on the first day of class, and you're here on the last day of class. And you've been here all semester telling the stories of our students, faculty, and staff. And for that, I'm deeply appreciative. And I want to take a little bit to step back in time, to step back to the founding of our university on October the 10th, 1911. At that point, we were the normal school, and it was shortly after our founding that we launched one of our first intercollegiate athletic programs, and success has defined those programs from the start. Here we are a day after beating Wake Forest, but if we reflect back upon the 1917-1918 academic year, our women's basketball team went undefeated. And while the types of teams we field and those programs that we host have expanded over time, what's remained consistent is that being a part of a program, being a part of a competitive environment, brings an experience to our students that is more than something that occurs in that dynamic. It's the opportunity for camaraderie, for friendship, but for leadership. And that leadership opportunity is central to what we do in the classroom and on the playing field. Being a part of a team is a way for our students to engage with our campus, to build friendships, and to create lasting memories. It's one of the elements that defines their experience as a student at East Tennessee State University. But the landscapes of sports have changed, and esports has become one of the fastest growing areas of intercollegiate and professional competition in the United States and across the globe. East Tennessee State University has an active gaming community that competes through our student organizations. We currently have more than 40 students in our video game club, and earlier this fall, we hosted our first Buccaneer Brawl Super Smash Brothers video tournament. That's a mouthful. More than 400 gamers from 5 different states took part in that competition. This morning, I have the privilege of announcing our newest team. Next fall, we will host our very first esports varsity team. The team will compete in tournaments hosted by the National Associate of Collegiate Esports and other networks of esports competitors. Tryouts for our team will begin in January. This will be an inclusive team open to both men and women who are students of East Tennessee State University. And our team's going to have a new arena to compete in, because in the spring we will open the Culp Center. And in the Culp Center there will be a 32-foot video wall that will display tournaments and other live streamed esports events. But in addition to that activity, there's a component that I think is critical and important for this institution, and it's the opportunity to be programming around this activity. In the spring, we will begin work to create a new esports graduate certificate program in esports management. Our faculty in the Clemmer College are currently developing this program, and our plans are to begin courses in the fall. In a moment, Natalie Smith from the Clemmer College will share more information about this program. 2020 is a historic year for ETSU as we launch our esports team, as we open our arena and welcome our first students in this certificate program. This was an idea that our students, our staff, and our faculty brought to the administration. And I want to thank our students for their vision, for their leadership, and for their work as they make this possible. Now, I've got to admit, the gaming world has changed a great deal since I was little. It's the holiday season, and students all across campus are putting together the list of things that they want. When I was a child, I wanted an Atari. After that, I wanted an Intellivision. After that, I had ColecoVision. And at a certain point, I stopped out around PlayStation. But I see the things that our students do in the Culp every day, and I see how the world has changed. I see how esports competitions draw more viewers than major sporting events, and on many Sundays, esports competitions outdraw the NFL. So this puts us and our students at the forefront, but most importantly, it bridges an academic gap as we will bring programs to bear to help with the management of these emerging opportunities. And I want to thank someone who has made this possible. Dr. Karen King has been tireless in her effort. She and Dr. Richard Sander have taken the ideas that came from our students and really brought them to life. And Dr. King, I'll now turn the podium over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Noland. On behalf of all of the current and future gamers at ETSU, we're very grateful for your support. I wanted to talk just a second about some of the partnerships that made this all possible. Some of the greatest things that we have done here at ETSU have been a result of all of us working together. And so with the Clemmer College, Information Technology Services, Student Life, Facilities, the Center for Global Sport Leadership, and Digital Media have all been involved in this, and we would not have been able to put this all together and get this off the ground ready for next fall without working together with all of these people. So I do appreciate all of their support and all of the work that they have put in as well. Just to show you an example of a little bit of that partnership, Marty Fitzgerald from the Digital Media Center did a little mock-up of our esports chair and a jersey. So these are just mock-ups. We don't have an official jersey yet, so you can't buy these yet. But we'll have those available soon, I think, once we get an official jersey pinned down. So I wanted to take this opportunity especially to thank a couple of people who have really helped me make this possible. And first is ETSU Online is our sponsor, and they have provided sponsorship to get this program off the ground. Rob Nelson and his team have been fabulous, helping get all the streaming set up and all the things that we've done with that. Michael Laws, Andy Olson, and Kevin Call did phenomenal work on the website to get it ready for today. And moving forward, we have some other special people here today with you. First is Brad Engel, who is has been designated as our interim coordinator for the esports program. Jeff Rochelle is our interim coach, and he has esports coaching experience in the area. And Shannon Brown is our streaming media wizard, so he makes sure everything gets out on our Twitch feed and other places and with our social media. He'll also be doing our announcing when we have the tournaments in our new arena in the Culp Center. So these three people have really done a lot of the heavy lifting to make this possible, and I do appreciate all of their efforts. Finally, I do have a special thank you too for the Clemmer College for all the work and the vision that they've done with the graduate certificate in esports management. And so I wanted to give Dr. Natalie Smith an opportunity to talk about that just a little bit.
You don't often get a phone call on a Saturday from your boss and get excited about it, but I did, and I was really excited that Dr. Scarborough and Dr. King were so supportive of something that we had already started discussions about, which is esports management. And already having great conversations with the esports program about how we can collaborate, not just on the academic side, but also how we can bring our management experience and sport and recreation to experiential learning opportunities for students. This new arena is something that's unique to campuses across the United States. And so it will allow us to host major events and potentially stream across the world, providing more exposure for ETSU, but also experiences that our students don't often get in a rural region like Johnson City. And so with that, we're also excited about launching our esports management graduate certificate that's entirely online, so it can be engaged with anybody across the world. And it'll be really focused on student learning and student tailored experience, that they can get the next level of education for building something new. I mean, this truly is a new experience. And so we're really excited to be a part of this and partner with everyone here in launching this new esports management program.
So I wanted to just give you a peek at the esports website. Is live, so please feel free to go there and inquire if you are interested in becoming a member of the varsity esports team at ETSU. And I think we also have some students here today who are going to do a couple of little demos so you can see them playing just a little bit. We thought you might want to see that. And Brad and Jeff and Shannon will also be available to answer any questions. Thank you very much for your time this morning.